Hey y'all, I need to make me some coffee, but I'm not gonna do that. What is wasted right here? What is these? Something done wasted in here. I need coffee, but I'm not gonna make none. I'm just gonna get water. Hey y'all, what y'all doing in here? Hopefully your day's going good. It was warm yesterday. Now it's winter time. This weather don't know what it want to do. Promise it don't. Hey, afternoon. I got my glasses on, y'all, because my eyes been giving me a lot of trouble. I told y'all I'm trying to get my new glasses, so I gotta find me somewhere, but my eyes have been doing some very weird things, so I'm gonna keep these on. It is bipolar, girl. What you done said? Hey, Pumpkin. Hey, Tasha. Hey, everybody. Miss McNeil. Thank you. Girl, I had this dress forever and ever. This a house dress. I had this dress since 2012. All the lace up. I got it at TJ Maxx for like $30, baby, and it's worth it because it still go all the way to the ground. But this a house dress now. I rarely wear it outside. Hey, so y'all, I did a thing yesterday. I water bathed some of my meat. Some of them sealed and some of them didn't. So they said you can, if it's within 24 hours, you can either reseal it, freeze it, or put it in the refrigerator. So I'm gonna make me some chicken salad out of some of it, and then I'm gonna freeze the rest because I ain't got money to waste. That was like 8 pounds of thigh meat that I cut off the bone. So I'm gonna show y'all my project. I wanted to get in Sarah's inbox, but I was like, I'll just wait. She might come in class. I'm sad. I had 8 little jars, and this is how much didn't seal. Oh shoot! This is how much didn't seal, and this is how much did. I had 4 of these, but I'm gonna put this up for a later time. Hey, make me some quesadillas or something out of it. You hear me? Okay, so Sarah, can I reseal? It said if it's within 24 hours, you can reseal it. I didn't. This then wasn't done till 12 in the morning. So can I put this stuff back in the jar, wash the jars, and redo it? Girl, you the person I need to talk to. Cause these worked. Do I still let it cook for 3 hours even though it's already cooked? It's already cooked. Okay. Okay. Well, we gonna try again then. It, we gonna try again. I got 7 pounds of carrots for like $5. I got carrots. I got green beans. So we gonna see. Yeah, I'm gonna use some of that chicken today though. Anybody been having a problem finding eggs? I haven't been able to buy eggs for 3 days. It's going to cook a little when you reprocess it, but yes, I'm so proud of you. Okay, so it's going to be, well, that's why I use dark meat so it wouldn't be dry. Sure did. I use dark meat, honey, and it's good and juicy. So I just put that back in there. I'm going to wash them things out, sterilize them, and I'm going to try again because that meat tastes real, real good. I tasted it. It tastes good. I season mine. I sure did. I put some seasonings in there. I think I might have filled the thing up too much or not tightened them down. I don't know. Make sure you use a clean damn towel with vinegar to clean off any grease. I think that was the issue. Because I used dark meat. And the ones that the oil got all the way up to the top, those are the ones that didn't seal. Hey, Pumpkin. Those are the ones that the ones that I put just a little bit more meat in. Them is the ones that didn't seal. You have to make sure that the tops. Yeah, well, no, it was the oil, and I think it wasn't down tight enough. I did do that. I did the vinegar and everything, but I think that the oil just got up there, and those, cause I don't know what thumb tight is. I don't know what that is. So I just, that's what I was thinking about. That's what happened. So yeah, I get it now. I figured because it was 4 and 4, 4 that didn't have a lot, and the juice didn't get up. But I knew the ones that were sealed because when I took them out of the thing and let them cool, they were still bubbling for like 30 minutes. The other ones, nothing. Okay, Cynthia. Well, I don't have that option. I was talking about the people that gotta go to the grocery store. But thank you. Hey, Auntie. And no, I didn't go get my book yet because I messed around in the house and looked up and it was 4 o'clock because I was trying to get this stuff ready so I can learn how to water bath this meat. So yesterday was spent just moving all my dehydrating stuff. Thank you. Moving all my dehydrating stuff out the way so that I could, because my counters have been dehydrate station because I don't have a big kitchen for over 4 months now. Hand tight is just tight enough to close, but not actually tight. The air needs to escape. Well, I did that with some of them, and it did it. I'm going to get it. 4 of them worked and 4 of them didn't. It was my first time. I'm cool with it. Yeah, I tried again. I'm just going to dump that chicken back in there. Thank you. Yeah, I'm okay. I went and put that oil on while I was on the phone with you. I always say, God, if a tornado or something come through here, just let me go in my sleep. Let me be asleep when it come through here. Thank you. Thank you. So that's why I wasn't on here, and I got to get back on it today, because if I can reseal it, then I'm going to do that. I'm going to take the time and just put it in there another 3 hours and go and get it done. And then I can put my green beans in the other one. Can you process more than one thing at one time, or should you just do only one thing at one time? Okay. Yes, it was bad. My power went out, and I pulled out my generator. I'm gonna give you snaps and some clock it. Clock it and did. Do y'all be thinking now sometimes like, dang, how did I go to all this time without survival stuff? Like, that was crazy. I'm planning to cannon on butter this week. Yeah, Auntie, I'm making me some ghee. I looked up. I seen it. That was my next thing. Quit playing. I just watched the video of the black dude making it and skimming the stuff off the top and all of that. Is. Even though we got our powder butter. Because ghee, they said it only lasts like, or G, whatever you call it. They said it only lasts like 5 months. Do it last longer than that? It depends. Okay. Yes, first thing to mind was, you know what to do. Come on. You got 4 quarts. Come on. It lasts longer than that? Okay. We got a snowstorm this morning and rainstorm last night. We did too. Woke up and it was snow on the top of my car, and it was 84 degrees the other day. 82. The day before it was 82 degrees. Woke up this morning with snow on my car. Just crazy. Oh, let me say. They say up to 5 years for butter. Thank you, Auntie. Y'all had rain and hail. Let me say this to y'all. And if it don't apply, let it fly. WOIU. We Outside International University. 2 things. If you've been here longer than 2 years, you already know that if you plan on getting in one of our giveaways, you got to put your name and your address. I am not emailing you back. We are grown. I'm going to skip to the next person. If it wasn't important enough for you to put your name, and I got to have a name to send it. I don't know why I have to keep saying this. And then people are like, well, I didn't. Well, because you didn't do what you were supposed to do. If you plan to get something from WOIU and you know we have to send it through the mail, how the hell I'm supposed to send you anything and you ain't got no address, no name, no nothing? Like, that's crazy to me. I love y'all. But come on. Because you didn't want it that bad. You didn't need it or whatever else it is. You don't put your right information, I skip over it, y'all. And I'm not going to email you. I'm going to go to the next person. That you've been here too long. I'm not about to keep saying it. Y'all are not children. Love y'all. But I am fussing about this because it irritates the hell out of me that you expect me to now have to turn around and send you I'm not doing that. Yes, if you didn't be here for 2, 3, 4 giveaways, you know the drill. It's the same email every time. Unless it's for books. We got CERCA TROVA, books for books. We got Tap Not Place at Gmail for the giveaways. And if you're trying to get in contact with me for whatever else, it's CERCA TROVA 22. We're not about to keep doing that. We're not. We are not going to keep, we're not doing that. Okay? Hello? It's been 3 years, this part, and I still have to say it. So, yes, I be frustrated with people because I'm not going to email you back and ask you your address. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to email you back and ask me your name because all I get is your email. Put your name and your address. If there's a building number, put it on so that the person can get in so that they are not calling my phone 24 hours a day talking about we can't get in because I don't know your code to your apartment. I don't know the gate code to your housing thing, so you guys have to be mindful of that, please. Can y'all give me that break, please? Please. Because when you don't, then our packages that we send are sitting outside. They can't get in contact with you. Sometimes they just leave it, and if you don't get it, we don't get that money back. So I need y'all to be mindful, okay? For real. Please. Now, back to what I was just saying. I just got to say that because I went, I said, do you hear me? How am I sending you something and I don't got nothing? Come on. We can't send that now. We ain't got your address and your name. I don't know. You can't do that. So, that being said, I'm working on that. I've been just in the house. I got a chance to talk to my daughters for hours, which feels really good. Got boxes packed this morning, post office in the morning, excited. This part, auntie. Right. And so you know when you trying to get in there, if you're going to do something, you want to just go on and do it. You just want to go on and do it. You need the info so that you can get done what you're trying to get done. And it's like, because I have to sit, you know what I mean? Go through the emails and it'd be too much. So I got frustrated. I went and did my chicken. Some of them got sent out, and the others, there's no address, there's no name, there's no nothing. So I just moved on. And I think that's fair. Is that unfair, or is that fair? It's been 3 years. 3. Over 3 now. We've been here for, I think it's fair. I do. I think it's very fair. So, back to what I was saying. Hey, Pumpkin. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. The world is ending. I said, oh, my God. This man is so crazy. I don't even want to talk about him no more. But the orange guy he's on a lot. Now he done restricted all of these countries where they can't travel here and we can't travel there. If y'all don't believe that we are living in 1930s Germany, you crazy. We living in the day after tomorrow, 1939 Germany, 1942 Germany, whatever. We right there. We are. We are right there. So please, 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 if you can, try not to waste your time. Make sure that you are going through your survival stuff. Make sure everything works. Because we have absolutely no idea what this, you ain't supposed to call people fools. So this individual is about to do. But me and my cousin was having a conversation. Not to tell your business, cousin, if you ain't here. Martial law is almost here. It is. I saw that about the Insurrectionist Act and all of that kind of stuff. And not only that, he's sending like more people. He's sending the military and people, CIA and stuff, to people's houses, y'all. And that man, hold on. I saw this. Let me see if I can find it. I said, oh, well, there it is right there.
Scary news right now. Donald Trump just called CNN and MSNBC illegal, and he made these remarks while speaking at the Department of Justice headquarters. Here's why this is significant. The First Amendment protects the freedom of the press. CNN and MSNBC are major media organizations, and they are the press. Labeling the press, whether or not you like them, as illegal mimics rhetoric coming from authoritarian countries. It's what people like Vladimir Putin did. And as someone who reports the news, I feel like it's important to stand up against these hateful remarks. Because no, CNN is not illegal, and neither is MSNBC. Now, I have the full video of his speech and more on my Substack, where I do a lot of reporting, so be sure to subscribe for free at the link in my bio. And I encourage you to join me. I encourage you to stand up and speak out against rhetoric like this. Because if we don't have a valid free press in America, then we are one step closer to an authoritarian-led nation. As always, comment below your thoughts.
You said your hubby got a worker. He got a visit from nurses asking a lot of questions about who lives in his home and how many. Interesting. Did y'all hear that? Y'all know what he basically just said? You're not going to be able to say whatever you want to say on this here internet. Did y'all hear that too? Or anywhere? Now they're saying that talking about Elon Musk or going to the protests, you could be fired and it's a crime and all this old kind of stuff. This man ain't even an elected official.
We have some major news out of New Hampshire, where a lawful green card holder was detained by ICE authorities and was violently interrogated in what many are claiming to be, quote, amounting to torture. New Hampshire newspaper, Fabian Schmidt was coming back from Luxembourg. He's a green card holder when his green card was flagged at the Boston. His mom says that he was, quote, violently interrogated at the Logan airport for hours, being stripped naked, put in a cold shower by two officials, and being put back into a chair. She then said Schmidt told her immigration agents pressured him to give up his green card. She said he was placed on a mat in a bright room with other people at the airport with little food or water, suffered sleep deprivation, and was denied access to medication for anxiety and depression. Remember, this is a man who has a green card, can lawfully be in the United States, and has no outstanding warrants. And even if he wasn't a lawful U.S. citizen, you can't do this to people. I'll do a full breakdown of the legalities of this on my Substack.
Y'all remember in 2020 when they was doing that to the immigrants? The lights was on 24 hours a day. They put them on mats and gave them 4 blankets, and they wasn't eating, wasn't getting to shower. And now they're doing it to people that have legal green cards and to people that are U.S. citizens because they're native. still don't believe that concentration camps are on their way. Really. This just happened the other day. That was on the 15th. So what, yesterday, the day before yesterday? What y'all think about that? They are. They've been here. But I'm just saying, as far as we closer to being in them. Like the Japanese people, I forgot what act that is. Oh, it's on here. I went on and reposted that one too, Pumpkin. I think you reposted it and I reposted it right after that. Hold on, it's in here too.
Donald Trump may be invoking the exact same law that was used to execute the Japanese internment, called the Aliens Enemies Act of 1789, and it was one of the main pillars of the Japanese internment, which you may recall was what happened to Japanese Americans, including American citizens and their families, during World War II. They were sent to concentration camps here in the United States. Under the Aliens Enemies Act, the president can essentially expel or detain members of the enemy nation within his executive powers. They can be fully legal aliens here in the United States, but they are essentially identified as enemies of the United States by virtue of Donald Trump's executive order. Exactly what happened to Japanese Americans, thousands and thousands and thousands of Japanese Americans and their families during World War II, including those who were literally fighting for the U.S. Army during the war. I haven't been posting any food content lately because I can't get my mind around everything that's happening in my country. And right now, as
I literally just told my cousin that last night. I said they getting ready to close these schools and use them as concentration camps. I literally just said that to my cousin because we were having a conversation last night and she had to go off on the people at her baby's school. And I said, well, cousin, maybe after May, you're not even going to have to worry about that. Because I said, I don't believe that school is like, it might not be no school next year. If he do everything he want to do this summer, what school if you firing all the teachers? What school if it's not going to be any funding for the school? What school? You think parents is going to send their kids to school knowing they're going to be hungry 8 hours a day? For the whole 8 hours, they're not going to be able to eat nothing? You think parents going to send they not? Yeah, they're charging to go to summer school. Interesting. You got the email. They've been doing that here. You said at certain schools. Interesting. See? Parents, beware of what you sign your kids for school. Don't sign your rights away. Wow. They are beginning to homeschool. Interesting. Well, I don't know. I think that, and I'm not God. I don't know for sure, but it's looking like. Cause think about it. If you summer school has been $50 per child for the last 2 years. Where you live? Cause my kids have gone and I never had to pay anything. Up until this last one, if they had to go to summer school, I didn't pay nothing. Yeah, it just depends on the school district and how they do it. Right, but I'm just saying where it just depends on where you live. Cause she in Cali, and evidently they didn't have to pay, cause now she has to pay. Right, that's what I'm saying. It depends on where you at, y'all. It just depends on what place you're at. Indiana, like they test scores high, so they ain't too much making you pay for certain stuff. Next month will be 2 years homeschooling. It's free and he's doing great. Do it for him. This the thing. I was just talking to my daughter, man. Y'all be all in my conversations for real, because I was just talking to my daughter about making sure she got books and stuff for them kids for her daughter, and then my other daughter, make sure y'all got books to teach them the basics, because I mean, and I know that's scary, because I was looking, it's a lot of teachers that are saying, how I'm supposed to take care of my family? They didn't got laid off. And they was like, it ain't like we had money to save, because teachers don't make very much money. This I know. My brother and my sister-in-law. My sister-in-law's a pastor. I mean, a pastor, a principal. And my brother is a coach and a regular teacher. And then I have a little cousin. She's a principal, and her sister is a counselor. I know they don't make that much money. And they were both teachers. My parents were educators. Yep, a lot of got laid off here. Really? The aides and the teachers? What is school looking like to y'all next year? And he just took away the loan repayment thing. He trying to make it to where now your loan repayments are going to be higher. Literally just order more curriculum books for my grandson, and he's 4. We bought books for up to 6th grade. This right here. That's what I'm talking about, sis. High five. That's what I'm talking about right there. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Books about everything that you can find. Because just say it's 2 years of no school before all of this stuff pop off. What you gonna do? A place you have to pay to go. A place you have to pay money to go to. All I'm gonna say is this. Do not count on this government to take care of you and your family. And people call me crazy when I say that, but y'all see what the government. I told y'all the government wasn't gonna do nothing. Y'all, I saw a Hooked on Phonics commercial yesterday. I hadn't seen one in years. Really? I got the books from my daughter when we was in school. Was in school from 8 to 12. Okay. I print off learning sheets and Pinterest. Come on, pumpkin. Because guess what? It ain't about to be no school. They letting us know that now. It ain't about to be none. So, I hope that people are preparing for that. How many of y'all got school-age kids? 12th grade and under. I like the freeway too. Me too, pumpkin. You know your TT free is for me. I've been buying Hooked on Phonics on the low. They don't want anyone to read, write, or comprehend. I'm trying to tell you. You have an 8th grader. Okay. How many of y'all gonna send y'all kids to school next year and ain't no food there? Yep, I saw that too. Huh? How many you gonna send your kid to school and you know for a fact that from the time they leave your house to the time they get home, they're not gonna eat anything? We pack a lunch, and I make breakfast. I don't want my babies eating that junk, but I'm just saying, you got it like that, right? But some people can't afford to pack a lunch. So then what happens? I have 2 homeschool. I prepared that part. My niece's school merging with another school, so they're splitting the grade levels to different locations. Wow. I'm nervous because my oldest is in electrical trade class. The county pays for these students to take trade classes. Yeah. I got grandkids in high school and elementary school. Right. Right. That's what I'm saying. What happens? Because, again, they taking the food stamps. He cut $1 billion in. So if it ain't no pantries, if it ain't no food stamps, and they can't eat at school, what? My youngest is in K through 12. Okay. Okay. So y'all didn't hear me say, are you going to send your kids to school? Did y'all hear me say that? I love y'all. But this only applies to the parents that's going to send their kids to school. That's what I meant. It don't apply if your kids is homeschooled. That question didn't apply. It only applied if you plan to send your kids to school next year. And that's why I said if you send them to school. Not if they're home with you, but if you send them. What is your plan for next year? Seen the article this morning for the 11 million funding being cut from my state just now. Come on, Keish, the funds for the food banks. Wade in the water. Wade in the water, children. Wade in the water. God's gonna trouble the water. Baby, it ain't gonna be no food stamps. We talked about this 3 years ago. It's not gonna be no food stamps. It's not. We are going back to the time of the Depression, the Great Depression. And if people haven't studied that, they still gonna be thinking that what we got right now is what it's about to be. It's not. But we talked about this 3 years ago, that all of these resources was going to go away the next time that they plan to lock all of us down. And that's exactly what's happening. What Social Security, what food stamps, what Section 8, what all of that. They trying to get rid of everything that's helping people stay above water. That's something to think about. Listen, the Hunger Games. Come on. Who thinks it's getting closer and closer to it's gonna be dangerous to walk out the store with your food in a cart? You think you're gonna be able to just let your groceries sit on the porch? Really? Interesting. Listen. Who understands why I was grateful that God taught me how to live with less? And I kept telling y'all, it's a lot of stuff I don't even need it. It's not important. People fighting now over food in stores. It's nerve-wracking going shopping now. Yep. Hunger Games. Come on. Nah, but they about to have to be touch your body. Listen. But this is why I've been begging everybody, just like that prepper said. You need to have as much stuff in your house so that you do not have to go out in the chaos as you can. Oh, in the UK? They doing what in the UK? Oh. Okay. I was reading yesterday in I think it was Jeremiah. Hold on, let me go get this book real quick. The fire people over here, somebody just did something. Bless them, Dad. I want to turn this heater on, but I kind of don't. Uh-oh, something been happening. Hold on, y'all. Let me go be my nosy self. Wait a minute. I hear the police, too. Wait a minute now. Hold on. Give me a second. Look at me looking out the window already. Oh, yeah, something serious. Oh, wow. Wait a minute. What did happen? Hold on. Oh, this behind me, too. Oh, that's a lot of people. Oh, wait a minute. Y'all, hold on. Let me go. Let me go be nosy, right? Hold on, because they going back here. Hold on, give me a second. Let me see where they going. Hold on. Look at my nosy tail. Give me 1 second. Hold on, y'all. Let me go see where they going. Hold on. Nosy. It's way down there. I ain't walking down there. It's too cold. Look. My nosy tail that threw on my glass. I won't go. I ain't never seen that many police. Hold on. Wait a minute. Just 1 second. I should have grabbed my binoculars. Quit being nosy, CERCA. I don't normally, because it's a lot of old people that live out here. So the fire truck, but baby, it was like 4, 5 fire trucks and like 3 police. That's something different. I wonder if somebody caught that little girl trying to steal a package. Because the Amazon truck just went through here. And I think she be following it. I told y'all. I can't say for sure. No, not with fire trucks. What they don't need fire trucks for, right, you pumpkin? No, it's fire trucks. Like emergency vehicles, like somebody can't breathe or somebody need help, and the police. If the fire truck come, the police don't come. It's both of them. It's for fire truck, fire emergency vehicles, and police. They don't normally come at the same time. So something went on. I sit outside. Y'all gotta know I know. Yeah. Yeah. Something didn't happen. Because they all down there. They down there. So. Look up Pulse Point app. What's that? Is that another one? Because the fire people leaving now. But the police ain't. Look at me being nosy. The fire people leaving, but some of them. Yeah. Y'all under a tornado warning right now? Well, definitely get to where you safe, baby. Because listen, I don't bother nobody. I stay over here and mind my business. Yeah. Yeah. I don't. Someone is hurt. And I mean, you can't be messing with people's stuff now. You cannot be messing with people's stuff. I was reading a few things, but I'm trying to get to. All right, y'all. Page 552, book one. Y'all want to do this real quick? And then I'm going to go start my kin and stuff over. 552, book one. I just want to read something. It's something we read before, of course, but I was reading it yesterday and I was like, oh, wait a minute. Actually, page 551 at the bottom. Yeah. No. So, from the 11th verse right there, if you started all, and it says, all these were mingled together, the stream of fire and the flaming breath and the great storm, and fell on the onrushing multitude which was prepared to fight, and burned them all up, so that suddenly nothing was seen of the innumerable multitude, but only the dust of the ashes and the smell of smoke. And when I saw it, I was amazed. After this, I saw the same man come down from the mountain, and called to him another multitude which was peaceable. Then many people came to him, and some of whom were joyful, and some were sorrowful, and some of them were bound, and some of them were bringing others as offerings. Then in great fear I awoke, and I besought the Most High and said, from the beginning you have shown your servant these wonders, and have deemed me worthy to have my prayer be heard by you. Or I'm sorry, be a prayer heard by you. Now show me also the interpretation of this dream. For as I considered it in my mind, woe to those who will survive in those days, and still more woe to those who do not survive. For those who do not survive will be sorrowful, because they understand what is in store for the last days, but not attaining it. But woe to those who do survive. For this reason they shall see great dangers and much distress, as these dreams show. Yet it is better to come into these things through incurring peril than to pass from the world like a cloud and not see what shall happen in the last days. So when you see right there where it says, they shall see great dangers and much distress, what does that make you think about? You think this is about to be a cakewalk? Tell her I said happy birthday. No, it's not. It's not going to be a cakewalk at all. Nope. It's destruction of America. Destruction of the world. The whole world. Not just America. The whole world is going to get crazy. Okay. It says, he answered me and said, I will tell you the interpretation of the vision, and I will also explain to you the things which you have mentioned. As for what you said about those who are left, this is the interpretation. He who brings the peril at that time will himself protect those who fall into peril, who have works and have faith in the Almighty. Understand therefore that those who are left are more blessed than those who have died. This is the interpretation of the vision. As for you're seeing a man come up from the heart of the sea, this is he whom the Most High has been keeping for many ages, who will himself deliver his creation, and he will direct those who are left. When you read this, Does that tell you you already know that you, either your family members could lose you or you going to lose your family members? Not everybody going to make it. We don't know if we will. He's saying those that are left, Jesus himself is going to come and protect them at this end part. Those that made it, those that are left. You said cousin just died yesterday. Interesting. Sorry to hear that, Pumpkin. But I mean, I'm just saying, as far as like when all of this crazy stuff is going on, you hear me? When all of this crazy stuff is going on, are you preparing your mind to have to leave a family member laying where they are if they are no longer here? You said God told you to change your view on death. This. Hello? Do you? You don't have no, come on, Sarah. That is why I keep asking God to prepare my mind. Me too, Pumpkin. Because reading this, oh, they hurt my body is sitting up. Reading this, it make you think. Those who are left means what? What does those who are left mean? Well, in this situation, it means the people that didn't die from whatever, those the ones who endured. Exactly. Cause you see right there, it says right here, right above that. It says, and still more woe to those who do not survive. For those who do not survive will be sorrowful because they understand what is in store for the last days, but not attaining it. But woe to those who do survive. For this reason, they shall see great dangers and much distress. So when you say you're not going to take the mark, what are you signing up for? Martyrdom, death, torture, running and hiding, living in holes. Come on. To see great dangers. No fugitive. Come on. Come on. Come on. No surrender. Only to the most. Okay. Are you signing up for a spy retreat? Saying I'm not going to take the mark? You're signing up to be a fugitive. Yeah, I asked Dad to get me prepared for everything bad. Come on. It's not saying that God can't protect you. It's not saying that he won't protect you. But he already told us that the same stuff that was happening when he was around, that we was going to be treated that way. And the real disciples went through hell, did they not? You a real Christian? What are you signing up for? Tell me. Is it church conventions and pastors' anniversaries? Or are you signing up for exactly like Isabel said, to be a fugitive of this world? God is letting us enjoy all this stuff now, but we know for a fact that for the people that truly love Christ, it's not about to be a cakewalk anymore. But tricks on the people that think that when they take the mark, their life is about to go back to normal. Because let me show you how they're already a fugitive in this world. We are. Let me show y'all how they already planting that little seed. The same way that they told you during COVID, if you take the shot, you can go back to normal and everything is going to go back to normal. And them people took that shot. Has the world went back to normal since COVID? So did they trick them then? And you know what happened? Them people got sick. Some of them people died believing what they said, yes or no. Now some people are living with the long-term effects of believing what they said. Do you realize that the exact same thing is going to happen when they take that mark, that they about to be sick in their body? I have a cousin that actually passed from the shot. Come on. This. You'll be able to go back to work, and some of them ain't been able to go back to work because they've been so sick from that shot. They've now been disabled from that shot. Do you realize this is what's about to go on? Because as soon as they take that thing on their body and they think boils and all kinds of stuff, the bugs in their house, you hear me? The world cannot go back to the way it used to be. My parents are getting complications. My dad's in the ER right now. He took the shot, Isabel. I am sorry to hear that, Pumpkin. They told you if you take the what's the name, you could go back to work. You didn't have to wear a mask. You could go to the baseball games. You could be in the mall. Long as we know you're vaccinated. You could travel. Yeah. Well, the devil is deceitful. The real ID is the beginning of it. The real ID is showing you how it's going to work. Because now if you don't have the real ID, federal buildings and stuff, you can't go in there. It's a lot of different stuff they saying. If you don't got the real ID, you're not going to be a part of global citizenship. That's all it boils down to. So if you're not a part of that global community, that means anything. That's why they saying if you don't have the real ID, you won't be able to drive. You're not going to be allowed on the roads. Because the only people that's going to be allowed to live a regular life are the people that took the mark. My dad took the shot, got booster after booster, had a stroke before Christmas last year, and refuses to believe the connection. Man, you got to show your dad that stuff that was in all them people's arteries and stuff. They're pushing the pneumonia shot hard right now. Everywhere you turn, they're encouraging you to take the shot. Like we're taking incremental steps now, but at some point we'll have to say no more. Well, this is the thing. It's gonna be what I believe. You ain't gonna be able to go in the store, so that's gonna like force people to take it. Like you can go to the store and get gas, but tomorrow, if they said, unless you have a real ID, there are a couple of nursing homes that are in an outbreak right now. My friend has been laid off because she will not take the shot for the Tamiflu. Oh, shoot. I'm singing Up to the Follow Dad Ways. As an outcast separate. Come on. Yeah. What cough? The one that I get from smoking? That one? I ain't sick. But I do so. Girl. Baby, you don't see nothing. My eyes is fine. Now look, you looking too hard. You reaching now. I love you. Just a little too much. Cause none of that is no. No. Focus on what we focusing on. I'm fine. I'll be right back. Matter of fact, I'm about to go on and give me a second, cause I'm back. Stay focused, class. Stay focused. Listen, I love you. But stay focused, please. Okay, back to what I was saying about the mark and these shots. You know what I said last night? And this don't have nothing to do with y'all. When I was in there canning all that meat, I said, Dad, where's the husband that's supposed to walk through this door and congratulate me on all the hard work I do around here? Where's he at? I ain't looking for nobody because I don't know how I'm a date and I can't even stand to talk to nobody for 3 days. But where's he at? Where are you, Dad? Where you at? I said, because I'm doing all this. Who gonna come here and tell me good job? Babe, I see you. Nobody. So I called my cousin and said, hey, look what I did. She said, I'm so proud of you. I said, that's what I needed. All right. We going to bed now. We was on the phone at 2 o'clock. I said, you got to stay up with me while I get this stuff together. Because, listen, I'm in here learning how to listen. Where is he at? Somebody take all these dang trash bags out when I need to take the trash out. Where you at, sir? But you know what? I'm going to say this, too, off the subject. My daughter says to me today, she says, Mom, you know what? I know Pops wasn't the best, but thank you, like, not thank you for having him, but he did enrich my life. And y'all remember me telling y'all that I married my husband for my daughters. Really. Like, I knew I could trust him around my girls. You know, I didn't have to worry about none of that funny stuff. The other stuff he did was extra. But my girls felt comfortable around him. And they, you know, it wasn't weird. That's the main reason I married that man, is because my daughters felt comfortable. They liked him. I didn't really too much, but they did. Do you see what I'm saying? And so to hear her say that if she needed to talk or whatever else, that she could go to him and talk to him in the beginning, for the most part, the first 4 years. But even now, probably if she called him, he'll answer and he'll be excited to hear from her. And it just made me think about how some absent parents think that their child is just going through it because they ain't there and all of this, and don't know God being sent somebody that'll love on them better than you ever could. And spend a shorter amount of time with them and do more than you have done in their entire life. They didn't make no excuses. They just got up and figured it out. Go have your day, honey. I need a house husband. This part, Auntie, just sit at home and prep for us. I attend to the house when I come home. That, Auntie, now I stay home, but yeah, I just need you to come in and tell me I'm doing a good job. That's it. That's all. See what I done did around here today. All of it. I'm running the empire. I just need you to go do what you're supposed to do and come on back. That's it. That's all. For real. That's it. Either way it go, where my support system at is what I'm trying to figure out. Because the world is ending. The world is ending. And I need my partner so he can be ready to, so we can be back to back and down the hallways and stuff. Sam and Dean in it. I come on. What is you doing? What is you doing? Rika, you feel me? He gotta be able to watch the door so I can go get the gat. Like, what? Come on. The hell? What is you doing, sir? Busy doing nothing. No. Maybe he getting his skills too. Talking about where my wife at that's gonna be at home cooking so I can just go get it and come home. Right. That part. Whatever dynamic works for you. Listen. Well, the heck? But talking to my baby, she said, Mama, I'm not gonna be miserable. She said, I will not be a single wife. She's 22 years old. And she said, I will not be a single wife. It's going to be the element. Listen. Do you hear me? That party, right. She said, I will not be a single wife. At 22. I said, you think like your mama, babe, because I ain't. What did you here for? I'm with you. Need him to help with the camping gear. That part. I done already stored up everything. What is you doing? Crazy. Anyway, I don't even know where that came from. That might have been for somebody that's watching in the back. Here we go. Page 553, verse 46. I ain't in no rush and I ain't hard up for nobody, but whenever you ready for him to come, I'm ready to accept him. He gonna have to make it past the 3-day rule, when most people don't. So then I know that don't be the one. Y'all see right there where it says, then they dwelt there until the last times, and now when they are about to come again, The Most High will stop the channels of the river again so that they may be able to pass over. He's talking about all the people that was taking different, folks, right? So it made me think about the Euphrates drying up and all of these different rivers around the world that are dry. We got rivers all around the world, not just in America, not just the Euphrates. There are rivers all around the world drying up. It's the big thing that global warming and this, that, and the other, all of these rivers are drying up. All around the world. Could that be because there's going to be armies marching through them? On every continent? You know what this makes me think about is right before the flood. Do you realize, all the hair on my body is standing up too. Do you realize that right before the flood, all of the conditions had to be perfect for those men to start unaliving each other? It was probably tension that had been building. God probably started letting people get into arguments, right? Maybe we'll say 20 years before, because they had 120 years. So you got all this stuff, and then the world starts to fall apart. And what do they do? We seen it on the Noah thing. Did they not start fighting each other and unaliving each other? They went from wanting to unalive Noah to unaliving each other, and we read it. I woke up to something saying, watch Noah today. Yep, auntie, all the hair on my body is standing up. All the hair on my body is standing up right now. All of it. Y'all can't see it, but I got goosebumps everywhere. All the conditions had to be right. So, who got pen and paper? Let's do this real quick. If you got a notebook or something, or if you can write down or on your phone, whatever, let's look. Racial tension. Number 1. Financial hardship. Number 2. Not enough food. Number 3. And already being on edge because you feel like the people in power are not treating you right. On top of you kicking yourself because you heard the warning and you didn't heed it. Six, your whole livelihood is in jeopardy of not existing anymore, going completely away. What mindset do you think you would be in if these 5 conditions were to hit you all at once? I mean, we're going through it now, but when everybody is laid off and there's no food in the grocery stores, y'all remember what happened during COVID when people's future was uncertain? Do you all remember this? Anybody? How are people acting? People was getting over fights because people were standing too close. People was getting over the fights because they grabbed the last of something. People was getting into fights because they checks and stuff wasn't, and so they going and doing. This is how all the fraud happened. Remember, when people's future is uncertain, changes their patience level. People fighting. Fuses. Yep, we're short. People calling hotlines, just turning on each other. Oh, tissue paper and grocery limited. Okay. Okay. Now think about this. This is conditions. The conditions in COVID were different because there was assistance available for your rent. You still want people 6 feet away. I get it, Auntie, because it is a lot of germs. But listen, the conditions during COVID was different, was it not? There was extra food stamps. There was extra help for your rent. There was extra help for whatever you needed. There was a number and funds available. Yes or no? There was stimulus. There was people couldn't put you out your house if you didn't pay your rent because it was COVID. If you tell them you lost your job or lost your income or your situation has changed, the rent landlords couldn't even put you out. And with all of that help, were people still getting stabbed and beat up and dragged through different stores and folks acting crazy? PPP loans was here. So what do you think the conditions will be like this time without all of that assistance? People are losing their homes, losing their jobs, losing their retirement. You said unemployment extensions. It was all kind of stuff. Come on. The purge. A real bad storm is coming. If you've read the stories about how the leaders in the Bible used to turn on the Israelites and how brutal they treated them, do you realize that this one world leader that is coming is going to be worse than that? If you've read any of the stories in the Bible, or even about slavery or any group of people that they committed genocide on, do you realize that what's coming for the world is worse than that? There is no more help, assistance, or empathy, Auntie. And this is why your niece been on everybody's head like I have been. Because people didn't believe that those resources could ever go away because they've been around for so long. They ain't gonna do that. Why would they take the schools? That's stupid. But they is. It's a few things I want to say, but I gotta say it in a nice way, so I'm trying to think of a nice way to say it. Now you see why I didn't care what nobody else said. I don't care. And y'all maybe thought I was being rude when I was putting people out of my class that just wanted to challenge what I said. This ain't about me knowing more than you. This about what's really about to happen. And I'm sorry that you live in a complete bubble and you believe that if you don't believe it, it's not going to happen. It's going to suck for you. So many people's eyes are closed and ears are closed. It's going to be the cause of complete chaos. Exactly what you just said. I'm still begging people not to take trips as far as like, you know, I understand going a couple states over, or even if you planned on taking your kids to a fun park and something, but just purposely going out and spending thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on a trip just to show people you live a certain way. I ain't been able to get no eggs. Nah. What do you think? One lady just went in the Dollar Tree in some state. Well, baby, wasn't nothing in there. Sis just left the Disney cast member store and the price literally doubled because a lot of their stuff is made in China. So that means, because I went and looked, they stuff already high in my Glorilla voice. They talk about when people better wake up, it's coming, auntie. Be honest, y'all. Now y'all see what I was like, listen, everybody is making their decisions. Everybody is making a choice, and I cannot be mad at you or sad at you for your choice. You are choosing to let your family go hungry because you're trying to impress people that don't even know you. Last week, I got a 50-pound bag for $16.99. Today, a 25-pound bag is $18. Okay. This. Went to Waffle House for breakfast. Posted signs at 50-cent surcharge per egg. So many people just don't understand how this is all going down in history. This. My sister said it's not going to happen. And Elmo just built an AI station. Elmo? Oh, okay. Elon got it. Here, what it looked like, the internet going off. I said, okay. Interesting. Interesting. Oh, you in Tennessee? Are you in Tennessee? Or Texas? A 50% surcharge for eggs. Y'all don't think that they just keep talking about all these eggs and that's the first thing we bought was milk and eggs? It could have been green vegetables. It could have been 3 years ago this time. He told us it ain't going to be no eggs, honey. My wife is store manager at Dollar Tree, and they're raising prices 50 cents to $1. Who remembers us saying, it's going to cost you more to buy less. You need to buy it now. Or as Maury say, now. Now. I discovered a Dollar Tree that I had never seen before. Drive past every day. There was a young lady that looked like me. That looked like me and you with hair like ours from Israel. I couldn't believe it. She looked sad. Really? Because they know what's going on, too. Everyone is going to Dollar Tree. I couldn't find parking. She had lost her bus card. I bought her a card with $100. Come on, Auntie. Come on, Auntie. Probably wasn't even a real person. It was probably an angel the whole time. It was probably your angel the whole time. He set you up. What you? Something about to come over. Something about to come over there. He set you the whole way up. You heard me? Did? That be the setup. Love them. I didn't used to see him in setups back then. I'll be like, oh, you want to give me a blessing? Got it. Because that's the only reason that this is happening right now, right here today. That'd be the only reason. I look at it differently now. They're adding an extra $1 on each item. As I walked through the store, it had products I had never seen. Shop till I drop. Come on, Auntie. Come on. Come on. Your niece said to me yesterday, I said, girl, are you? She said, Mama, everything I bought been on sale. I said, okay. I said, because we just this morning, I said, we got a tough time coming, and you don't need to be buying anything that is not useful. She said, I'm listening. Listen. No. He's not. He absolutely isn't. Mm-mm. But I have notes about Trump from 4 years ago. And I filled the boxes with everything I bought and then some. Lord Jesus, Auntie. Wait a minute. So is it a regular dollar store? What kind of dollar store is it? Ooh. Y'all. I'm about to tell y'all about some noodles. Auntie. An attorney. Listen. I got to show y'all something. I have to show y'all this. And I mean, y'all might already know about them. I don't. I just learned about them. But baby, let me tell you something. I'm about to show you something. This right here, you need to have some in your house for a later date. It's called a Dollar General XL. What is that? Was it Dollar General XL, Auntie? Look. Was it Dollar General XL? It's a Dollar General XL? Them noodles was so good, and I don't too much care for noodles no more. Them noodles was fire. Them noodles right there, a regular Dollar Tree. Well, what did they have in there? You going to make me think about that? Two, y'all, if they got little, I just bought a case of noodles, somewhat like those. They were 49 cents a piece. Yeah. What did they have in there? Or you don't want to tell us? You might have to go back again. Might be some people here in Chicago. I don't know. What did they have in there? Listen, because my Dollar Tree they don't be having nothing. They don't be having a lot of good stuff all the time. It's like hit and miss at my Dollar Tree. So what yours be having? Cause maybe I be going on the wrong days. I used to find real good stuff. Now maybe because more people are shopping at the Dollar Tree. They don't they don't they don't. I want to know what you found. What you find in there? What did you find? The Dollar Generals have gone up a notch. Groceries, general merchandise, big crafts, a huge dollar lane with everything you need. They had cup of noodles, every flavor. I'm going to dare say everything I say was long term. Okay, okay, that I figured that's why you didn't want to say. Okay, I wanted to say our S word, but I didn't, cause then people be watching, and so okay, long term storage. I like that word. Thank you. I figured that when you were saying, cause I know you're not just buying random stuff right now. So okay, okay, interesting. Listen, did y'all see? It's a lot of stores closing and stuff too. A lot of them. Office Max. Um, it's a lot of stores closing. They pushing freight like crazy right now to the Vegas stores. Usually this is a downtime in retail. You know why? You know why? Because they know everybody ain't about to have no money. And they don't care. So they want to try to make as much money as they can before we don't have money. Yeah. Prairie Belt sausages. I don't think I've ever had those. The Asian market has different kinds of ramen noodles. They have shrimp flavor. Yeah, but those noodles were made out of like chickpeas or something. I've never seen that store before in all the years of driving. Why every time y'all keep saying stuff out of here and my body keeps standing up? Yes, Big Lots, Party City, Joanne Fabrics. Yes, when Dixie closed by my house and I racked up on food for cheap. Come on. High five, family. High five. A high five. Because we don't care about no name brand or nothing. How much is it? Go on and give me that. Yeah, you said 29 cents. I'll take it. Will. Nigga, I didn't learn how to steam bath meat. Who you talking to? We learning everything we can around here. I done learned how to make lunch meat. My Joanne Fabrics is closing now. I know. My daughter just went, auntie. Daughter just went to go get, she said, Mom, they cleaned that place out. I wish I would have known. I said, I told you when you was moving, before you moved, that they was going out of business. I told her that. So think about this though. Hold on now. Because Miss Tanisha, that's why most of the stores have their food marked down cheap for people to think that it's expired. Interesting. So look, Tanisha just told us that overnight she went to Disney, into a Disney store, and their prices have doubled. Doubled. Meat on manager specials go crazy up in this house. I'm trying to tell you. About to buy a sewing kit. The one I have is mediocre. Okay, auntie. Because we might have to be stitching drawers and stuff, because if it ain't done. Joanne's Fabrics here, 90% off, folks. Almost fighting. I already know. Okay, so think about it. They sell fabric to regular people. Where folks gonna be getting their fabric from? There's a lot of people that sew their kids' clothes and all that kind of stuff. Where they about to get that stuff from? Think about it. How you gonna make comforters? Ain't no, and they near lightweight closing down Goodwills because, like y'all said, that it don't really be that much in there now. So where's people supposed to go get their stuff from? So to all the mamas that I begged y'all, if you can, go to the Goodwill, go to the secondhand stores, whatever, to the clearance racks and get your kids size 2 up, 4 up, 6 up. I don't care if it's just 5 outfits total for the year or whatever. This is why I was begging y'all to do that. Because they about to close out. Ain't going to be nowhere to shop. And because, oh boy, on Amazon and different people are going to have the market, they can charge what they want. And if you need it, you're going to try to buy it. Yeah, but we boycotting Walmart. We boycotting Walmart. Ain't nobody got no sheep. Come on, Staples is closing, and that's where I go to get my office supplies, paperwork. Yep, all of them. But think about that, Auntie. Exactly. You see what I'm saying? Stores are closing left and right, but because we're so used to Party City and Joann's over here closing all of it. Do you see what's going on? Y'all feeling it? Grocery stores is closing. The places where you need to go to get your stuff is either way too expensive. Because I looked on Target's thing today, and that 2 pounds of meat is still $20-something, $30 for basically almost 2 pounds. The realization is really setting in. Where you going to get your stuff from? Where you going to get it? Where you going to get it? Ain't nobody paying attention because we buy online. So you ain't thinking about all the stores that's empty that used to be full. We don't think about how many cars is in the parking lot, really, unless we got to run in and run out, because who buying at a store? Most of that started during COVID, and people just never went back to buying from the store. My nana sleeps as a little girl out of pillowcases. Yep. Your nana, yep. Do you see what I'm saying? You said, I'm going to Joann's tomorrow. Here we go. We ain't got no cotton planted nowhere where we can make a pillow. Who know how to spin thread? About to buy winter coats in many sizes from Goodwill. Guessing I'm heading out for a road trip. The Goodwills in the hood don't really have much. Yep. Auntie, this is why I was begging people, if you got grandkids or kids, please. And look, y'all niece just said yesterday, she said, Mom, all the clothes is going out of season. She said, I'm about to go get her winter stuff right now and give me some space bags and put it in her closet. That way when winter comes, I don't even got to worry about it. I said, now you're thinking. She always buy ahead anyway. But I said, you don't know what the world is going to look like. It might not be no clothes to buy. So even if you just get her 5 to 10 outfits that can be spring and summer, and then summer and fall, or interchangeable. I said, because them t-shirts can have a long sleeve t-shirt put under it. But now y'all understand why in the 60s and 70s, parents was sewing extra fabric on the bottom of their daughter's pants. Y'all thought that was to put a cute band around there. It wasn't. It was to stretch that pants leg out because those were refurbished from their big brother or big sister. You said that part got plenty of space bags. You hear me? We've been stocking up on everything. She was a manager at Big Lots and now at Dollar Tree. Come on. That's why I said it don't matter if it's used. You ain't going to care if it's gently used if it ain't nothing in the store to buy. And what's so crazy is, remember the day I was telling y'all, the first day I pulled these out and we talked about it, they blocked my TikTok for talking about space bags. Y'all remember this? The day that I was telling moms, you need to go and get this sizes up because it ain't going to be nothing, they blocked my TikTok. I said, over some space bags? No, it's not over the space bags. Listen, You hear me? It's not over the space bags. It was over. She know these stores about to be closing down and is telling people to prepare, and we want them to be desperate. This is why mamas used to buy bigger clothes and hem them, and then let the hem out later. Sleeves too, right? You got lace. I gotta go apologize to my mom. I used to give her a hard time about how much fabric she had. She had walls and walls of it, right? Girl, we all was crazy when we was young because we didn't understand. But this is why people used to be like, it's a lot of clothes in here. Two things. A lot of kids come over to my house that don't have nothing. Back in the day, so many of my kids' friends, they wouldn't have underwear. It was just all kind of stuff. So I kept extra stuff in the sizes that was around my friend. Like if a kid came to my house and I saw they didn't have no pajamas, and I'm telling you, you can go get in the shower, and they're like, no, that's okay. Okay, so you don't have a change of clothes either. That's the only reason you want to go get in the shower, because you've been here all day. But baby, we got pajamas for you. I just turned 45. My grams used to just add a ruffle to make it longer, and this is why our clothes stretched. Girl, my mom made our clothes until I was 12. So you already know what I'm talking about. And see, my grandma used to sew stuff for us too. Now, my mom did a lot, but she a hem pants. She a girl to Will. And my mama stayed in a Goodwill. She bought new too, but she bought a lot of Goodwill stuff too. But it wasn't like she the one that taught me how to find all the good stuff. She didn't go like you said to the one. She went to where they had nice stuff at, and she always found brand new stuff all the time. And if it wasn't brand new, it was very gently used. You wouldn't have known that I hadn't already had it. Because just because you shop at the Goodwill don't mean you got to buy raggedy. And that's what people think Goodwill. Baby, where do you think they send the clothes from Kohl's and stuff? And from Saks Fifth? They get a tax donation for that. A tax write-off, baby. They send in Saks Fifth Avenue straight to Goodwill, and I'm going straight in there and get it. Thank you. They deliver on Wednesdays. The second Wednesday of the month, I'm going right over there and get my new dresses and my nice slacks and all of my stuff. It sure is. Non-West. Baby, please. You just got to get cool with the people that work there so you can know what days who deliver. Kohl's, Abercrombie and Fitch, Justice, Old, all of that. I'm going to get everything with tags on it for the low. Yeah. Yeah, they be having. Listen, I did not care what nobody said. For my kids, I bought a lot of used. I mean, not a lot. I bought new and used. We was never too much snatching nothing off right when it came. And not because I couldn't, but it didn't make no sense. They was about to outgrow this stuff. I'm not about to do all that. Reversible tunics and dresses. I'm trying to tell you. Listen, my daughter just said, she said, Mom, I just went through her clothes. She said her cute little dresses, they about to be cute little tops. I said, oh, okay. Put it on with a jean. Same thing I used to do to y'all. It's too short to be a dress. Put some leggings on under there. Now you got you a whole cute top. You hear me? Jeans in the summertime, let them, if you didn't grew too tall and your sister can't fit them, baby, we about to make them into some cute culottes of shorts for this summer. You can cut them up, rip them up, do whatever you throw paint on them. Oh, okay, now go buy what summer shorts for what? And you got 10 pairs of jeans in there, all different colors, that you can't fit no more. Because they too short, you about to cut them into some cute shorts and take the fork on them and bleach and do whatever you're going to do. Get you some cute tank tops and you can make you some summer outfits. Now, I still bought other stuff, but you're not about to keep wasting my money. Not. We're going to reuse this in as many before it leave out this house. Yeah. I got my authentic Coach, Louis, and fur from Goodwill. Son got $200 pair of shoes for $40. This. Yeah. This. And now they all like making custom stuff. If they buy something from the store, they going to customize it anyway. It could be new. They still gonna customize it. I don't want to be looking like everybody else. So I'm about to cut this. I'm about to tuck this. I'm about to, oh, okay, bejewel this or put something on this or, oh, okay. Yeah. It's all right to not look like everybody else. It's okay. And hopefully our young people in heyday in this age are realizing it is not about impressing people. It is about impressing the people that's in your house. Them. People be worried about what it look like on the outside. I'm just worried about what it really is. Because it's a lot of beautiful homes and stuff we about to see, baby. It's not going to be nothing but sadness and chaos in there. Because they're so used to living a certain way. I used to use a box cutter and redesign my pants, splatter some paint on them, and boom, they brand new. I'm trying to tell you, and my Nicole too, because that's who I was just talking about. Sure did. I know that's what I love, remaking and remixing outfits. It's about to be a lot of that now. Furniture and everything. Sometimes I'm gonna be honest. I've been walking around in a little bit of a fog because I don't know what's coming next in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know what to expect. Like I know what's coming, but I don't know when is what you know what I mean? And to what magnitude. So he showed me glimpses. It's like the movie where you see him like and you can hear them breathing, but it's like they moving. Like that's how I feel right now. And so I've been a little distant from y'all, right? Because I don't know, like I just don't know what this is. Does that make sense? I don't know what it is, but I know it feels weird. And it feels a little like, you know? So I've been trying to do things that calm my mind. I've been trying to do things because it's like my dreams are flashing before me, but it's not, I'm not asleep. The little things that he told me to write down, they're on the news, and it's not anxiety or anything. It's just like it's off the paper. It's out of my dreams, and it's now a reality. You see, okay. I used to be dodging donations to local places, but I'm renewing my stuff. Yeah, to pass it on. Come on. When I used to collect my old school Coach purses, I got them from the thrift stores, and Goodwill never paid more than $12. Come on, Auntie, me you. And they were worth hundreds of dollars. Don't even use. Come on. It's some up there in the closet, Auntie, about $4. And a lot of times people don't know if they paid the what's the name on it. Sometimes you can send them back and they'll redo all your hardware, stitch it up, get it back good, and then you just gotta pay for the shipping. Come on with that. Yes, you have been distant, and I miss you so much. I looked for you here before, but couldn't catch you on YouTube. What you mean I've been? No, I just ain't been spending my whole time on the internet. That's not what I mean by being distant, by not just being on here. Because I told y'all I was going to start taking a break. I wasn't about to be on here every day, all day. I have a life, and I have to prepare too. No, that's not what I mean by distant. I just mean I ain't been doing a lot of the things that I used to online, is what I mean by that. Like, we just kind of been, it's kind of just been however the class, well, it's always been however the class goes, but you know, it hasn't been so direct with certain things. We just kind of been however classes go is however they go. And I don't believe in forcing stuff. But yeah, no, I told you I wasn't about to be on here all the time because I got stuff to do. Yeah, I can use that money for prepping. That part, Auntie. That part. Yeah. I mean, I feel like I put in a lot of work and a lot of time, and I missed out on a lot of time with my kids and stuff. And I gotta, yeah, because I can't, I mean, like I told y'all the other day, I'm not here to entertain people. Like we getting the crunch time now. All of that, y'all got it. I know y'all got it. I mean, we still gonna study the Bible and do what we gonna do, but like, and I believe God has given me rest. You know what I'm saying? I had to be kind of in like a go 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 mode for the last 3 years. Yeah, yeah. I need it because sometimes I don't want to talk. Sometimes I don't want to, because pretty much everybody I talk to on my phone is work. Even my kids, they asking me questions like my daughter called where I put the oil at and this and that and all. So it's very few conversations or anything that I have where I'm not having to teach, give advice, blah 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 blah. And so then I just don't be want. I don't. You hear me? I don't want. I don't be wanting to do it. But I do love y'all. But I just don't. I'm not giving as much time to the internet. Plus, my eyes have been giving me a huge problem. So it's harder for me to see. I be getting headaches, and then I just don't be wanting to be on the internet because it be negative. It'd be a lot. And I got all these beautiful books in here, and I'll be wanting to read. I'll be wanting to color. I just be wanting to enjoy these things because we not getting ready to be able to in a minute. Yeah, 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 right. Yeah. So it ain't that I'm being mean or nothing. It's just I'm taking time, the mental time that I need. Should I say that? Is that better? Cause what good is it gonna be for me to get y'all together and then I'm not centered and then stuff start happening and I'm not okay mentally. Cause I'm so used to just going, 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 going. You hear me? I've been coloring all things that I really hadn't did in a whole year or over. Like my house was looking like a storage space. It was dust everywhere, So I had to get back to being able to be comfortable even in my own space. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like I got all these books, I never have time to read them. I'm looking forward to taking time off work. There will be no phone or people, just class and me. Auntie, that's what I've been on. Like I get on here, but y'all gotta realize, like, okay, prime example. Yesterday, me and my cousin was on the phone, and there was a situation where a person was ODing, and my cousin called me, and we're having to pray for like 30 minutes. So now I'm on edge. We didn't go to bed till 2 o'clock. So there's a lot of calls and things that be going on the outside of here that I just don't say to y'all. But I get trouble calls and crazy calls all day long because I'm the person that people call to pray or to speak something into the situation. So when I say I've been working off of here and I'm still working, but those conversations be 6, 7 hours, 8 hours, I'm not joking. And sometimes I just don't have it. My emotional bank be tapped out. Cause I'm gonna be honest, you all pour into me when we're online, and y'all send me encouraging things. But like I said, it's different from having a person come and hug me and say, just be free. You know, I don't have to be CERCA. I can be that my other name. You know what I'm saying? I'm not being picked apart for how I'm looking or how I'm treating people. I can just be that other girl that some of y'all know. Y'all know the other name, but her. You hear me? Cause I keep telling y'all, I haven't even heard my real name 100 times in the last 3 years. Because my family called me cousin, mama. I don't want to get lost in CERCA and not. How would you feel if you hadn't heard your name really, like, for real, in like 3 years? What would that make you feel like? Not mom, not daughter, your name. Would you question how you feel about yourself? So if everything about you has become about everybody else, and you never hear your name being called, it'd be a little bit that'll mess with you a little bit. I don't care what nobody say. But most people don't go 3 years without hearing their name. Three years is a long time. So it be some stuff I be like, I just can't today, because I be having my own stuff. You said I was just telling my people yesterday I'm tired of them calling my name, nicknames, always something, until they don't. Until you don't hear it. And I done went by a lot of names. This just the longest one. And in between that, the people that was in my regular life, I heard it. So it be just simple things. You see what I'm saying? And I'm not laying nothing heavy on y'all. I'm just telling y'all. This sometimes be the stuff that I be thinking about that don't got nothing to do with everybody else, just me. I'm with my son 25-8. Be darn near forgetting my name isn't mom. Exactly. Mm-hmm. And then even then, when you got kids in school, they gonna call and ask for Mr. or Mrs. such and such. You go to the doctor, they gonna call your name. You go, you know what I'm saying? I don't go to none of those places where any of that would be a thing. You really don't hear your real name as much, for real, for real? Okay. But is it a nickname? No, I even take my nickname. You see what I'm saying? I take my nickname. That's still a name that is mine. It's, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. So that's why I be having to come back and remember. No. You see what I'm saying? I don't even hear my nickname. I don't even be hearing that. Very rare. Like I said, it's less than 100 times in the last 3 years, for sure. Less than 100 times. Because I be so surprised when I. Yeah. Yeah, siblings don't. They don't. If my brothers come and they be like, "What you doing, sis?" They not, or they got. Exactly. Exactly, Niecy Pooh. And so it's not even like a depressing thing or any of that. I just be wanting y'all to see that I'm still processing my life too. And I'm still processing, like, my life. Like, God gave me that time to be on the internet all the time, but life is changing. And so then things change too. You can't expect me to always do what I used to do, and things are changing. Not just for everybody's life is changing right now. You know what I mean? Everybody's life, y'all life. It's so many of y'all that went through major life changes. Some of y'all was married when you came here. Some of y'all wasn't married when you came here. Some of you was working. Some of y'all wasn't, and now you are. Some of y'all, you know what I mean, that had more kids, finished school. There's a lot of different things that have transpired in this 3 years. You know what I mean? Thank you. You're a real person with real life going on. You're not just some internet personality, and I don't fake it. And that's the thing. So I'm not fussing at nobody, but if y'all been like, dang, Circa don't never be online, this is why we record when we do. If you don't catch it, at least you can catch it. But yeah, you know what I mean? Yesterday, it took me 8 hours to do the canning thing. I stayed up till 12 something trying to, you know what I mean? And so then I kept saying, well, you can get on, because no, you got to pay attention and focus on this. You ain't never did it before. You don't want to mess up. You know, I don't waste no money. So it's bread that I haven't been able to make. And there's a lot of things that I haven't been able to do that I need to get myself ready for, because when they cut the internet, I'm going to be in the same situation as y'all. And some of y'all got family members living with y'all. I'm by myself. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of different things too. I've been trying to ask God what I'm supposed to do, because I was asking him about the land. He done sent 2 spots. I found my phone so that I can now make those calls on Monday, because my mind is there too. Okay, God, if these people are going to let us do these certain things, what needs to be done? What do you want me to do? What part? Because 2, it's scary, because I know that people are only opening up these places because of their love. Yes, for y'all, but we all came together from this. And so then I be thinking, God, is this the right decision? Because I don't want nobody to be in no crazy situation because they loved on people, because I love on people. You hear me? If these ninjas don't get with the program, I'm going to be living alone until... You hear me? Because remember I told you, God always blesses people to get favor. And I can say, hey, can my friend come stay with you? Or can you go pick them up from the airport? And some of those people wasn't right. You hear me? For the most part, they was. Well, you just reminded me I have to stay up and finish my son's retwist and style. Retwist touch up his lock soon as you said you stayed up. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, but think about it. It's a lot that is changing, and I want to be mentally prepared as well. And so if that means I have to take a break, I'm an introvert. I could be in here for 2 weeks and not talk to nobody. Because sometimes I just be needing to kind of, you know what I mean? Because I don't like walking around anxious or nervous. I don't. And so when I start to feel like that's a thing, I have to pull back and get myself back centered, get in God's face, listen to my music, do whatever to feel okay. Yeah. Yeah. This is my thing, family. I want to make sure I'm in the right mindset, whatever that is. You hear me? And I don't want to be snappy with y'all and all this other crazy stuff. So when I don't feel it, I just don't get on here. And before I used to, and then I end up in trouble with God. I'm not doing that. Plus, we got a gazillion videos. People have to understand how exhausting a lot of social interaction is for introverts. Our social battery runs out quick. Girl! 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 People get on the phone, get to hollering and yelling and talking loud, and I be like, come on, sis. Come on. Because y'all know, like, We right here. We right here. Like, but we in a different space now. Y'all don't feel like we in a different space? My babies is walking. I don't gotta hold their hands. How will it know I work? It work. How will I know that what we did here works if I don't step back and see? I was talking to my husband about that today. Do you hear me? Because some people just come here to listen. They ain't acted on nothing. But when I come back and y'all tell me, oh, I've been reading this, I've been doing this, oh my God, I studied this, I've been prepping, I've been doing this, then that make me feel like my time wasn't wasted. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm not entertainment. That's not what I'm here for. It might be entertaining sometimes, but this ain't entertainment at all. This is instruction. And all instruction don't have to be, oh God. But understand, we don't know what's going to happen. We have an idea. But I want to be in the right mind too. Even though you are very enjoyable, you are not here for laughs and giggles, sis. Thank you for telling the world, because people think. And guess what? Different people that I've met over the time of me even being here, there's a lot of people that left, I'm trying to tell you, and they are sneaking back in. They have made different pages. There's people in my inbox telling me, you blocked me, but can I tell you what happened? And I'm still working, even though I'm not a part of y'all community no more. I'm still studying. I'm still living. I do got a one of the ladies that I did block a couple months ago. She just inboxed me yesterday and told me her baby is cancer free. Well, I've been studying Sony, the entertainment giant, and who he is in Greek mythology, and he's hypnosis, the god of sleep. Come on. And music rocks you to sleep, don't it? Come on, baby girl. See, that's the stuff I'm talking about. Why they pick this name? That make me feel good right there. You hear me? When I found out y'all gardening, everything that y'all doing, everything, it makes me feel good. Because listen, if you teach it right, I shouldn't have to hover over you. Now, if I didn't teach you right, then I'm going to have to keep coming back and helping you and showing. No. But if I taught you right, I should be able to walk by and know exactly what you're doing. Do you see what I'm saying? Like training managers that just rush through and they be like, oh, you don't need to worry about that. You don't need to worry about that. And then when you get on the job and you don't know how to do nothing and you making them look bad to their boss, they want to try to blame you. But no, you didn't show me right. But if I show you right, you ain't going to need me but for a couple of things. And I can just come on through here and make sure, oh, okay, yep, I see what you're doing there. Good job. Good job. Good job. I'm not micromanaging anyone because I don't want to be micromanaged. I want you to get it, know it, learn it good. That's what I need. You said, yep, I had a supervisor like that. I'm trying to tell you. And then you're going to make everybody's life hard. You're not going to do that to me. No. And plus, we don't. Playing with these two crazy people that's in the White House, I wouldn't be surprised if, because they have power trips, because who else phone been tripping? They wouldn't even let me hang up. Oh! That's what I was going to tell y'all. Remember I told y'all when I went to go get my P.O. box? Y'all phones been tripping? They wouldn't even let me hang up on my little voice chat call with my daughter. My cousin last night. I had to turn my whole phone off and turn it back on. And you know, normally if you're on FaceTime and you get a call, or whatever the other one is, Google Meet, and you get a call, it knocks that call out. Baby, guess what? It didn't. It didn't knock that call out. They was still recording while I was talking on the regular phone. And I screenshotted it and said, look, the timer was still going. No dial tone. So everybody phone been tripping. Okay, let me say this to you. Remember when I told y'all the other day, they wanted my ID? When I went to my P.O. box, and I'm like, and they needed a piece of mail or like a insurance card or a passport or something like that. Remember, I was like, that's weird. Because first of all, I showed y'all when I came in here, but why do you need a copy, and who is you sending it to, right? They was like, I don't know, they're making us do this, and a lot of the people that have P.O. boxes are out of state. Guess what? Elon Musk just partnered with the people, Doge and all of that, is about to be handling a lot of that stuff. Y'all seen that? But think about this. Remember when I was telling y'all that the addresses that we sent stuff to was gone? We used to have thousands and thousands of addresses, right? And now, like, a lot of the addresses aren't there. But you know what I thought about? And remember, I kept telling y'all, this kind of makes me weirded out a little bit. This was on Amazon. Remember, this was last year when I was telling y'all all the addresses. It might have been 23. All the addresses is like not there. Not all of them, but you know, I used to have to go, and I still have to go through a long list. But I can tell, I know addresses I've sent, names I'm used to seeing. They're not in there in my Amazon thing. My routing number changed. I had to call my bank to confirm. Wow. My sister says this morning it wouldn't let her call come through, and she had to restart the phone. I'm trying to tell you. It kept telling me I couldn't make calls. Yeah, all of that. So they just got together, and if you got to show ID and all of that for like this post office stuff, that is them. Right after that happened to me and they told me I need to bring my ID in or send it or email it or whatever, the post office is making them do it. Right after that, I heard about Elon Musk and the Doge and the post office. Something about AI and something else and something else. What? Why are you telling me to stop? What'd I do? My phone has been doing the same thing as well. What'd I do, Queen? It is, but it's real life. It's the real ID. We talked about it. What mailbox? What? I mean, that's why we was reading over here and what we was reading about. This is why we was reading about what we was reading about right here. With this lost, you know, the Antichrist and the beginning of calamities and all of that. It is getting very real. Yeah, it's getting very, very real. It is. And that's why I keep saying, y'all, I don't like being a bearer of crazy news. But look. Y'all heard what the lady said? Y'all heard what Aaron Parner said? Like, protesting ain't about to do nothing. Because this is happening. I even had to tell my aunt yesterday, who's a military vet. She was like, we just got to get through 4 years. I said, ain't see, you already know that this is the last president. He is the last president. As far as like, I doubt we get another election. We too close. The red heifers, we ain't even got a good month in 10 days. sorry, y'all. So, yeah. I don't know. All the hair on my body keeps standing up every time I come in here. And the heater is on. So, understand, family. We in a different time. And that's just all it is. You said, get out of my life. Auntie, this the thing. And this is why I'm not trying to be, I don't know. I just been trying to chill and calm myself down. Because it's so much information and it be making you crazy. And I don't be trying to overload y'all with information either. I really don't. You know what I mean? Because we know. And so now it's just like making sure that we have formulated plans and, you know, trying to make sure we keep our ear to the ground, prepping as much as we can, you know, praying that God protects us, which I believe some of us is going to get to see some stuff. You know what I mean? And I got another phone and got locked out for 20 hours, could not use the pin to get in the phone, almost reset. Who got something like this? Supervisor didn't want to train me, left me out here there to learn myself, assigned me to do stuff jacked up, and now he's under investigation. I told you, until you just be cool. Look, see, you just do what you're supposed to do. Remember we talked about it? We talked about it. What's the best? Just send it to whichever one you send it to, Pumpkin. It ain't no best. It's just when I get to them. That's all. It's just when I get to them. Because it's the thing, y'all. I was literally working about 18 to 20 hours a day, and I've stopped. We be on here 2-3 hours. I immediately don't go reading emails and stuff. I just been trying to, like, it's so much information that's been coming in my mind, and sometimes I just don't have it. I'm trying to tell, and I'm not depressed or anything, but in order for me to keep the right mindset, because it's been 3 years of just, you know, I just been taking a break, and that's all. Cause I love y'all, and I be missing y'all, and I be going to be on here, but I don't want to affect nobody negatively. And my son said, Mom, social media takes a lot out of people. Why do you think people be, or they start doing heavy substances and all of this stuff? Because you deal with a lot of other people's things. And I'm not saying that I don't want to, but people make you responsible for stuff that you're not even really responsible for. And then I feel guilty because sometimes I can't do nothing. Sometimes I don't have the word to say. So, you know what I mean? And that's a helpless feeling, to feel like that. Like you want to help or you want to give encouraging words, but if you don't have them, you know what I mean? In real life. And I'm just giving y'all 100. Because I'm living through it just like y'all. And I think sometimes people forget that. That's how I've gotten behind hair. I'm taking a whole break. Yes, girl. And so you already know. I already know. People don't care if you sick. You don't have it today. You don't feel like doing no hair. You don't feel like whatever. They want what they want from you. And they don't care about what's going on with you. Yeah. Like I said, I was up till 2 o'clock on the phone with my cousin, and we praying, and you know what, she was I was praying with her. She was doing most of the praying. But you see what I'm saying? People don't, they like, no, you just need to be here for me and what I need from you. Well, if everybody do that all day, there was no time for me. Like, I'm rushing taking a bath. I'm rushing eating. I'm, you know. Yep, if you don't take care of you, you can't take care of no one. It does. And so I'm learning that I don't have to be on here all day. You know what I mean? Y'all be having stuff. We have a lot we have to get prepared for. Y'all don't think so? And I'm going to be honest, it got to the point where I was reading, my eyes was just going over the page. I love reading. That's my favorite hobby. So I knew something was wrong. When I didn't even want to come in here and touch my books or look at my books, or because I equated all of this to work. But I love this room. It's one of my favorite places, but sometimes I feel like I can't even enjoy it because I feel like it's work. You know what I mean? So there's that. So I'm learning to separate work from my all day. I don't have to be online all day. You all have more than enough stuff to do, and we can get on here and get together. I'm still sending out packages. I'm still sending out books. If people need help, I'm still doing all of that. I'm just not doing all of it every day, all day. I'm still replying to emails when I can. I'm still, and then helping my kids. They all just moved, and helping them through their life and stuff like that. So I'm trying to manage my time and still find time to really talk to God like I used to. Not that I still don't talk to him now, but I being pulled in so many different ways. So now I've started getting up earlier and just trying to spend 2-3 hours in the morning before I talk to anybody. Even my daughters, they called me yesterday. I said, nope, call me back. I'm journaling. I'm listening to my music and I'm talking to God. And normally I'll be like, what you need? And then we be on the phone for 2 hours and I ain't got nothing done, or I didn't, you know what I mean? So the devil be sending distractions to me too. You see what I'm saying? You all, I'm proud of y'all. Like I tell people all the time. I was just telling my dad about y'all. I talked to him on his birthday and I told him how proud I am of y'all and a lot of the different milestones that I can remember. And he was like, I'm proud of you. He said, I'm proud of what you're doing. So understand, I be talking to people about y'all. I told my dad, I was like, it's a cool place to be. Sometimes I just, and then too, like, I'm kind of dealing with this whole, is God about to, rebuild my relationship with my mom? Is she about to go? Am I about to go? There be things that I be thinking about, and I'm trying to make sure that I process those things effectively, because I do be on here with y'all, and I know that I can change y'all mood, and I don't want to change it for the bitter melon helps with eyesight. I know, but you know what I think it is too? Just always looking at a device. Sometimes it's cool here. Sometimes, you're right. Sometimes. But you see what I'm saying? My looking at a computer, because if I wasn't finding out information, I was looking up information, my eyes tired. They are. You know what I'm saying? My eyes is tired. And I think it's even more tiring because I haven't even got my glasses, but I'm working on it. I'm working on it. And so then maybe I won't feel so discombobulated because I can't really see like I need to. You know what I mean? Pulling stuff this close to my face, I've not ever had to do that. And I know that my eyesight was supposed to be getting, changing still. So with that, I'm going through menopause. It's just a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? And like I said, gotta have a healthy balance, right? And I'm learning it. I'm learning. I am. Because my son told me, he said, Mom, don't get swept away in the social media, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, I got it. But I also had to learn that I have to learn how to pull back too. Because I'm not a superwoman. And I'm going through changes in my own life. Like, this menopause body is different. My menopause mind is different. My menopause emotions are different. And so I just be like, if I don't feel it, I don't do it. Because I'll be in trouble. Because I'll be snapped on somebody, and I don't want to. I don't want to be mean. I don't want to be mad. I don't want to be none of that. I'm not your superwoman. And I'm putting my cape down. Put my cape down. I'm going to do what I can do, and that's it. I can't do no more. I can't. And if you don't want to change, I don't have energy to give into it, because yeah. And then you got to think about it. Trying to make sure I'm where God wants me to be, and with my soul. Are you pleased with my life? I mean, it ain't that I get to do much. I don't leave the house. I ain't climb no trees. But that don't mean that there's not something in my life that he's not pleased with. And so, because I'm doing all of this to help y'all get there, but I don't want to miss out. Because I done got so preoccupied with the world. Not calling y'all the world, but this is a worldly thing as far as social media. You know, that's why, like, people, my daughter was sending people to my page. I said, girl, I been took my stuff down. She said, Mom, that's crazy. I said, I don't care about this stuff like that. It's not about recognition for me. It's not about who's famous. I don't care about that. I had one job. My job was to prepare God's people for him coming back. That's my job. Whatever that, falls into that category of prepared. That could be mentally, physically, emotionally, to teach you all to understand the word. Like, I being a celebrity and all of that, whatever, none of that stuff don't matter to me, because all of that stuff was about to go away. My job was to make sure that you all understood what it mean when God was talking to you, getting your soul right. Like, that was my job. Is my job still, but I'm saying for the last 3 years, that was my job, to make sure you understand, to help you get a closer relationship with God, to prepare you not to take the mark of the beast, and to prepare your mind for what is coming. That was my job. In real life. And so when I see y'all post, and when I see you all are studying and y'all making bread, and your, finances have changed, and all of those different things, for a little bit, it's kind of like I get to sit back and see the work that I put in, and I get to see it manifesting. Because sometimes you don't know if the things that you do are actually making a difference. You hear me? I'm grateful to God for giving me. I told him today, thank you for allowing me to help in whatever way that has been. Because I've been in situations where I wanted to help and I couldn't. Whether my mind was too preoccupied or, distracted or whatever it was, I'm grateful that I've been able to help people in a different way, in real life. Because I feel like the world as we know it is changing. And if you don't have the tools to try to withstand things that don't make you comfortable, you're not going to make it. Our minds are going to have to be so strong. Our spirits are going to have to be so strong. Our resilience, determination, faith, okay? It's like we've been in boot camp, and now we got our papers. Does that make sense? It's different when you in training. You hear me? But now we in active duty. We are going to have to apply the things that we learned here. Every strategy, Whether that be looking up information, paying attention to our surroundings, learning new skills so that you can live when all of what we know goes away. Like, you hear me? We in a different place. And it's not, oh, we'll be scared. No, find your peace. Listen to your music. Do all the things that we can while you can. And what I mean, I ain't talking about go wild out. Whatever brings you a sense of peace, because we don't know when our peace is going to be taken. Or this comfortable feeling that we have is going to be taken. So enjoy it while you can. Take some time to look through the things that God has blessed you with. Go look at your backyard if you have one. Go stand in your front door and look at the neighborhood, because all of these things might not look like this in a little while. We might be seeing armed guards walking down our streets, tanks. We don't know what we're going to see. So enjoy the trees, the flowers. I just been sitting outside on my porch. I do this every day. I'm so much more appreciative. Girl, like I sat out and I was showing somebody the buds outside, how the tree is budding and how pretty it's going to be, and just looking, because it might be a time where we don't get to look outside. It might be a time where you ain't been literally outside in 6 months because you cannot go. You don't see no birds. You don't see no, You see what I'm saying? So I'm trying to take in every beautiful sight as far as just nature, the smells, the sunrises, everything. That's what I've been doing. Just trying to enjoy God's creation and tell him thank you for it, and just kind of be, and not just, you know? So if I, y'all like, nah, I barely see bees last year. Yep, I'd be very happy. Yep. Y'all be like, now she ain't, no. I'm still here. But I don't want y'all cooped up on the computer all day either, or in front of your phone. Go enjoy, sit outside, talk to your husband, talk to your wife, play with your grandkids, because we might not be able to see these people. And my kids are all away from me. So I've been spending a lot of time talking to my kids because I don't see them. If it ain't no video chat, I don't see my kids. So I've been spending hours talking to my children, watching my grandkids run around, learn, listening to their new words, everything. Learning how to water bath meat. Shoot. Made some blankets, I really want to make me some cookies. I really, really do want to make me some cookies. But anyway, so there's that. I'm about to go try to water bath this meat before it's too late. And I don't know if I'm coming back on or not. We shall see. How about that? Is that all right with y'all? It's Sunday. It's nice in some places. In some places it ain't. But make some chili if it's cold. Maybe some chili cheese fries. Or something. Yeah. So don't think I done left the Lord or nothing. I'm just trying to find my space. Mentally. How do you... Right, Rika! Get your sister! You would just ruin the whole meal, not with no cheese on it. If the cheese ain't oozing down with the beans falling on a plate that you scoop up with the little bread or french fry, what is the point? The cheese pool is the thing on the chili cheese. Girl, she be just trying to mess with me. You already know who it is. Minus the cheese. Don't even eat it. You just ruined the whole meal. Just don't even eat it. You got to twirl the cheddar. on your fork and the chili and the beans be dropping and you hurry up and scoop them up. And then you got extra chili on the side and you might have to do like this depending on how good it is. Girl. That sounds real good. God made cow pus. He made it, and he made it to be delicious in so many different forms. He made great butter and ghee cow pus. Mozzarella, Gruyere, Swiss, blue, uh, Monterey Jack, ricotta, yeah, the list goes on. Apple hardwood smoked. Like, give me the cow pus. I'll take it. Honey, listen, and we don't want that tofu vegan cheese. The cheese that don't even melt. My mama used to, girl, you is triggering me. But this comes from a person that don't eat real meat either. Sometimes she eats grass all day. What do you expect? No, I'm just playing. It would actually be cashew cheese. Yeah, it don't melt though. You want to know what that looks like to me when I see cashew cheese? I ain't gonna lie to you. You want to know what it look like? New baby born poop. New breastfed baby poop. Newborn breastfed babies poop. No, it don't. That, you know, when the breastfed baby, it's always like, not the meconium. After that, it's always like that tan color. So when I be seeing people mix it up and then pour it on there, I said, now that look like. Yeah, you know the poop I'm talking about. It look just like that. It do. Uh-huh. It look like newborn breastfed baby poop. That's what it look like. Rika, you seen it. You think about it too, because you know. They put it in there and blend it up and say, oh, we going to put some nutritional yeast in here. And look at this cheese. I don't eat brown cheese unless it got crunch on it from the top of being in the oven. Y'all macaroni and cheese don't be looking like macaroni and cheese with that in there. It look like a soupy. I'm sick of y'all. That's all right. You better add that nutritional yeast. See? 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 I told you. Nope. Now, that one young lady, though, I ain't gonna lie. She be like, I can't think of her saying. I think I like her accent, too. She be like some anti-sluggish, her thing. She got an anti-sluggish cookbook. I be liking what she be putting down, but I would have to taste it. But it be looking good. Like, I really want, but I don't want to cook it. I want her to cook it. Because I don't think if I cooked it like that. I told you I'm going to go try some vegan stuff. And I told you I was vegetarian back in the day for a little bit. But I need meat. You see, I just cooked 10 pounds of meat yesterday. And I'm probably going to cook another 10 pounds today. And I'm going to put some cheese over the meat. I might stuff the meat with cheese and then put cheese on top. Yeah. I might just do that. Everything is better with cheese. Everything. Cheese and bacon. Cheese, bacon, and butter. Yeah, you can add bacon and butter and cheese to just about anything. I think I want a cherry pie. I might make me a cherry pie today. I'm gonna miss the queso fresco. It ain't no way you can make it from scratch. Right, I told her chili cheese. Oh, you would do chili cheese dogs with a carrot. I did. I did it with the soy sauce and all of that with my kids. They was not having it. I did it when I was married to my ex-husband. Yeah, I did it. I did. Give me a hot dog. It was all right, but I knew it was a carrot. I did it. You put the soy sauce and the smoke on there, and you let it sit and marinate in there, and then I did it. He said so dramatic. It was a carrot with chili cheese on it. Just give me the damn hot dog. It just remind me of when you was a kid and you had a play kitchen, and when you lose the hot dog, you use a barrette or a pen or something else, a non-toxic marker, a Crayola to be your hot dog. Like, it's the same thing as that. You're just making up stuff. Don't do that. Y'all love you. I'm almost. That's what it means. That's what I be thinking. Y'all just in there like, this don't gotta be. You gotta pretend. No. You gotta pretend, mommy. Act like it's a hot dog. It ain't a hot dog. It's a carrot. But just pretend. Close your eyes. You taste it. It still tastes like a carrot. On the inside of some bread. I'm trying to tell you. That's what I be feeling like, so I can't. No. Y'all, because y'all know how it go. That's what y'all doing to everybody. Just do it look like chicken? So you could trick your mind into making you think it's chicken. Just take it and you season it up and put a little bit of this fake cheese on it. It's really nuts, but I'm going to tell you it's cheese. You're not going to trick me out. No. Mm-mm. If you close your eyes when you eat it and the texture is right, you won't know. Like the lady that's making the vegan oxtail. She killing the game. It do look like an oxtail. Listen. It do. She killing the game. The girl with the, she making and they cook up and look just like, and when you break it apart, it do. But why I can't just have an oxtail? They want me to be bamboozled. You right. You said it. I love y'all. I'm about to go. I'm about to go find me some real meat and put me some real mayonnaise in there. So baby chickens, raw. He said, don't talk to me. You eat meat from a tail and do. And I've also eaten meat from, not voluntarily, a cow's balls. Probably some pig balls. It might have been a little heart in something. I don't know. Could have been a toenail in there. I might have thought that was a piece of bone or something. I probably did. But you want to know something crazy? You eating the vegetables that they pee on. The birds just fly over and take a poop. They just wash it off. You be putting the people's... I mean, I'm just saying. You take that bathroom and put it on your plate. So what the hell is the difference between the tail? Birds be like, yep, that's a nice place. Yeah, I'm just saying. Listen, I love y'all. Bye. I'm going. I'm about to go right now. I'm just saying. If we going to talk about it, we all is out here bad. Yes, all of us together. It's okay. I love y'all. See y'all later. Bye.